What's going on, guys? Tomcat here, and today I'm bringing you guys some Forza 4 gameplay where basically I'm going to be talking about some Forza 5 news that is huge. It's something that we've been waiting for a long time in the Forza series, something we've been begging Turn 10 for basically, and they finally delivered on what we have been asking for so long, and that is the Bathurst track is going to be in Forza Motorsport 5. Now, this is huge for circuit racing fans, for Australian Forza fans, for anybody who's a fan of V8 supercar racing, and basically for anybody that's going to be playing the game in general, because Bathurst is an epic track. The hills, the corners, and if you've seen the screenshot that Turn 10 put out, it's also going to have some pretty crazy lighting as well. I mean, the lighting on the Xbox One also, the fact that it's going to be on the Xbox One is going to allow for that lighting to be even more dramatic, because you guys all know that on Forza 4, when you're racing on Laguna Seca, on Forza 4, there is a part on the track where the sun almost blinds you. Now, that's on Xbox 360 technology. Imagine what that lighting is going to be like on the Xbox One. It's going to be freaking sweet is what it's going to be, guys. There's really not going to be anything like it, at least I don't think there's going to be anything like racing on Bathurst on Forza 5 on the Xbox One. It's going to be a crazy experience, and not only for circuit racers, but for drifters. Now, drifting really has, it's like, Bathurst isn't a huge drift track, not like a lot of the Japanese tracks are, but I think it could be a very interesting drift track to at least experiment with and just see what can be done with the drifting, with drifting in general on the track, because you've got all those interesting corners, you've got all the incline changes, you've got all of the crazy twisty sections, and also, you know, the tons of other sections on the track as well. Shout out to Fail Race for coming online. But anyway, the track itself is going to be really epic, but I am actually hoping that they work it into the career mode very well. I'm hoping that they do a good job of working it into the career mode, so that you can race V8 supercars there, and so you can really experience that style of racing. And I hope that they even have a playlist online that's just V8 supercar racing, because V8 supercar racing is something that not a whole lot of people really get to experience outside of Australia, because that's really where it has its roots. And I think that if Turn 10 really brought out more of it in Forza 5, that would be a really good thing for them to do, because it would really open up that dynamic of racing to a wider audience and allow more people to experience it, not just in single player, but in multiplayer as well. I mean, the only problem is that my drive avatar for Forza 5 is most likely, at least my drive avatar for the V8 supercars, is most likely going to be either sideways, doing 360s, or going backwards. Well, going backwards is going to be Domestic Mango. I'm going to be going sideways forwards. Domestic Mango is going to be going sideways backwards, most likely. So it all depends on the driving style. But I'm actually kind of interested to see how Drivatar really plays out, because I've got like a personal like idea, sort of a challenge for the Drivatar system, and that is, can I teach Drivatar to drift, basically? Can I make Drivatar drift and basically learn my drift technique and have it start doing basically drift laps? Because if I can do that, then I would basically be able to tandem drift with myself. And that's a pretty interesting idea on its own. But to actually see that work, to see it go out of just a circuit racing dynamic, go outside of that dynamic, would be really cool. Like if I were to do constant 360 entries into a corner, I'm hoping that the Drivatar system would eventually learn how to do continuous like 360 entries into a specific turn, or 90-degree entries, or backwards entries, or any kind of drift line that I choose, and not just a circuit line. And speaking of drifting, this F10 M5 is a beast for drifting stock. If you guys need a high-scoring stock drift car, go use an F10 M5. You won't be disappointed. Trust me, this car is a sideways machine, and it has all the torque in the world to keep those back wheels spinning, and it has the horsepower to push it down the straights as well with the twin-turbo V8. I mean, this car, it really flies when you're not just when you're going down the straights, but when you're drifting as well. So if you guys, like I said, want a good stock drift car, use an F10 M5. Seriously, use an F10 M5. But if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like. Tell me in the comment section below what you're excited about with Forza 4 and what you're going to be racing on the Bathurst track. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more Forza 5 news, Let's Plays, racing game coverage, and more. And I'll see you guys later.